Welcome to Homework Lib.
Which is the correct congruence from this figure? Option A, triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ADC. Option B, triangle BDA is congruent to triangle CDA. Option C, triangle ABD is congruent to triangle CDA. Option D, triangle ADB is congruent to triangle CDA. Here we can see that there are two triangles, ABD and ACD. As we're told that there is some sort of congruence between these two triangles, it would be sensible to list any angles or pairs of sides which are congruent. So let's take our two triangles ABD and ACD. The angle at ABD is marked as congruent with the angle at ACD. So that's a pair of congruent angles. In triangle ABD, we have this side BD marked as the same length as side CD in triangle ACD. We can tell this from the one marking on each of these lines. So that's a pair of congruent sides. We have another pair of congruent angles. Angle BDA is congruent with angle CDA, so that's another pair of congruent angles. This means that we have found two pairs of corresponding angles congruent and an included pair of corresponding sides congruent. We could then say that these triangles are congruent using the ASA or angle side angle rule. We might also notice that we have a line AD which is common to both sides, meaning that we've actually found another pair of congruent sides. So we could have alternatively said that these triangles are congruent using the side angle side rule. The question has asked us to select the correct congruence for the figure. So what does that mean? You may recall that the order of the letters is important when we're writing congruence. If we look at the side AB in this top triangle, that's congruent with our side AC on the lower triangle. The length going from BD is congruent with the length CD. And so we could say that triangle ABD is congruent with triangle ACD. We can also write the letters in a different way. For example, we could start with BD on triangle ABD, but then we'd also have to start with the letters CD in triangle ACD. So we could write the relationship that triangle BDA is congruent to triangle CDA. We could also start with our letter D and say that triangle DAB is congruent to triangle DAC. Any of these would be a correct congruence for the figure. However, the only one listed in the answer options is that given in option B. Triangle BDA is congruent to triangle CDA.